Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at SoundHound AI, and on this chart we have been tracking the idea that we are forming a 5-wave move to the upside, for which we are tracking the white scenario. So here we have a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, a third wave up, a fourth wave possibly complete here, and then a fifth wave that could be developing, but yeah, that depends if we reset this wave 4 or not. Now overall we would be looking for an ABC pattern in this fifth wave, since we are mainly tracking a diagonal pattern here. Hence I provided you the 61.8% retracement for support for a wave 4, which I wouldn't have if we weren't tracking a diagonal pattern. And since we are tracking an ABC pattern to the upside, we don't really have the luxury of looking for a 1-2 setup in this case, in this movement. And we also had here, so in the previous video I also provided you this yellow interpretation, where instead of considering this wave 4 complete in white, we are following the idea that this could still be ongoing, where this would be an A wave down, a B wave up, and then a C wave to follow to the downside, most likely breaking the A wave low and resetting this wave 4 in white. Now, since we actually most likely completed this movement, so this is most likely complete, we were looking for a wave 4 and a fifth wave to follow to consider it complete. I have to say that this could be the wave B, but it could also be in the bullish interpretation, where we are completing the wave 5 already, and we are already in the wave 5. We also have the possibility to consider this the A wave to the upside in this case. Now I'm actually going to remove this C wave that we were following for a fourth and a fifth, since we completely broke the support. It failed to hold it, it failed to produce another movement to the upside, so I would overall consider in both scenarios this movement complete. Now the question is, are we in the ABC pattern in white, or are we in the wave C in yellow, where we are heading most likely below the $6.5 level? And we can track this additional support zone, and I will actually make it, let's make it a color that is more easy to read in this case. Yeah, nothing is too great here. Okay, fine, let's use white. But for a wave B support in this area, we would be looking at the levels between $13.6 down to, oh sorry, wrong level, I just realized, but we would be looking at the levels between $11.8 down to around $8 level. Now it seems we already even reached the first level of support in this area at the 38.2% retracement, and we did create a small reaction to the upside, but overall I would say that this movement to the downside does not yet look complete. And once it actually completes, it does look like a lot like a 5-wave move. So once it actually completes, I would expect this to turn into a larger ABC in the case of the B wave in white, and I would expect it to turn into a larger 1-2 setup in the short area, in the short position to the downside, to follow the C wave in yellow and complete a 5-wave move. Now I don't really have other support zones to give you for the bullish perspective, so the only one that we are tracking is this one in white. And for the yellow idea, or I suppose it should apply for both, we could be looking here at, I would say, 2 or even 3 more lows in this area. Now I have to say it could be 2, could be 3, it isn't very clear, but I would be looking for resistance in the area between $12.7 up to around $13.8 level. So I could consider here that we are still in this overall larger third wave, where we would need another 4-5 pattern to actually complete it. Now this applies for both the white and yellow interpretation. We are momentarily still looking for continuation to the downside, and once this movement completes, so this 4-5, and then another 4-5 most likely, we would be looking for a retracement here and then continuation to the downside. That is what I find at the moment most likely, based on the structure and the price action that developed over the last couple of weeks. But for now, this is the trade setup. These are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.